New disclosures tonight that the Federal Reserve Bank of New York pressured insurance giant AIG in 2008 to limit public disclosures about payments to major banks. This came at a time when billions in taxpayer money was being used to bail out Wall Street, and at a time the New York Fed was headed by current Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner. Lisa Sylvester has got the details for us.
Wall Street companies like Goldman Sachs were saved by a major financial rescue in 2008 by U.S. taxpayers. AIG was on the verge of going under and on the hook to pay billions to these financial firms for backing risky investments called credit default swaps that were quickly losing their value. The federal government assumed the obligation, shelling out $62 billion to Wall Street companies for these bad investments alone. Representative Darrell Issa, a critic of the Federal Reserve, says it was a sweetheart deal for the banks.
Ultimately, this was money that didn't need to be spent and didn't go towards stabilizing the market. It went towards stabilizing a financial community's key executives in and around New York that were friends of the people making a decision to pay 100 cents on the dollar.
Now, according to emails recently obtained by Representative Issa's office, not only did the banks get paid back in full, the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, at the time run by the now Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner, kept that information from being disclosed to the public. Referring to the debt obligations as synthetics, a lawyer for the insurance giant AIG, which owed the banks billions, responded to a request from a New York Federal Reserve attorney that there be no mention of the synthetics in connection with the transaction. The release of the emails comes at a time when Congress is debating financial regulation, including whether the Federal Reserve is too big, too secretive, and too cozy with members of Wall Street. David John with the Conservative Heritage Foundation says there shouldn't be a rush to judge what the Fed did or did not do, given the context at the time.
We have to remember, looking back at it, that the time that this all happened was a point when it looked like the financial system was melting, where every day you opened the papers or turned on the TV in fear that there would be some other major financial disaster.
The Federal Reserve Bank of New York issued a statement denying any wrongdoing, saying, quote, all information was in fact disclosed that was required to be disclosed by the company. There was no effort to mislead the public. And the Federal Reserve in New York adds that the decision to disclose was one for AIG to make. And as for Timothy Geithner, the Treasury Department says he recused himself from issues related to banks when he was nominated for Treasury Secretary in late November of 2008. But even before then, a Treasury spokesperson said he started, quote, insulating himself from these issues. Still, the Special Inspector General for the TARP program says it's launching its own investigation into all of this. And last November, the Inspector General criticized the Federal Reserve in New York, saying its strategy effectively transferred tens of billions of dollars of cash from the government to these banks. John?
One of several investigations we're likely to see in the near future. Lisa Sylvester in Washington. Lisa, thanks.